Thank you, Mr Speaker. My constituency question is to the Minister for Infrastructure and Transport. Could the Minister update the House on the government's $1.5 billion Victorian infrastructure package, including $25 million for one of Australia's most important tourist attractions, the iconic, the majestic, the awe-inspiring Great Ocean Road?
The Minister for Transport and Infrastructure.
Well, thank you, Mr Speaker, and I thank the member for Corangamite for her question. I'm not surprised to hear those opposite cheering the member for Corangamite. She's a very popular local member, and I note her commitment to securing funding for that iconic touring route, the Great Ocean Road. And, Mr Speaker, this is a government, the Turnbull-Joyce government, which is focused on delivering a $50 billion infrastructure investment program right across Australia, in our cities, in our major regional centres, in our rural and remote communities. And we do that, Mr Speaker, because we recognise that investing in good infrastructure not only can change people's lives, but it can save people's lives. And too many people are dying and too many people are being seriously injured on our roads, Mr Speaker. In Victoria at the moment, tragically, as of today, 257 people have died on Victorian roads this year. The total last year was 226. Now, every death, obviously, Mr Speaker, is one too many, and that's why we're investing in safer roads right across Australia in projects like the Great Ocean Road. And I was pleased to be with the Prime Minister last week in Melbourne when we announced a $1.5 billion Victorian infrastructure package. And part of that package was $25 million for the Great Ocean Road through our $345 million regional roads package, which will see projects completed right across Victoria. The projects in the member for Corangamite's own seat involves safety measures around the recent landslips and rockfalls, which have impacted severely on this most scenic of all coastal routes. And the member for Corangamite has been very active in calling for the Victorian government to match that $25 million, and I'm very confident that the Victorian government will come on board and yield to her campaign and support us in that regard. In commending the member for Corangamite for her advocacy, I want to recognise, and I heard the member for Wannon cheering as well, the work that's going to occur in his electorate on the Princess Highway upgrades, work also along the Hamilton Highway, the Geelong Ring Road, the planning for the duplication of the Midland Highway between Geelong and Bannockburn. In fact, there are projects right across Victoria which are going to be made possible through the Prime Minister's announcement last week. We are getting on with the job of delivering the infrastructure that Victoria needs. This government, under this package, under the Victorian $1.5 billion infrastructure package, is also delivering $220 million for the Murray Basin Freight Rail project. The member for Mallee has been a very strong advocate for that project. There's $500 million to go towards the Monash Freeway upgrade, bringing a total of $1 billion to go on reducing congestion on that route. The members for Latrobe, for Deakin, for Aston and Chisholm all been strong advocates for improvements to that congested route. There's $350 million to the upgrade of the M80 Ring Road, and as I mentioned, the $345 million for rural and regional roads. One of the signature projects will be the $97 million for the Echuca Bridge, which the new member for Murray has been a very strong advocate for. So, Mr Speaker, this is a good deal. It's a good deal for Victorians, and it's a good deal for the Victorian government. I'm sure they'll come on board and match that $1.5 billion.